Hey Aquarius, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this is your general reading for October 2018. This is good for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody. Guys, I am using the Deviant Moon Tarot by Valenza. Yeah, I think that's how I say that. Aquarius, I don't know what it is, but I'm so excited to do I'm so excited to do your reading. I don't know, this energy has popped up all in my chest and it feels good, so I hope it is good. I hope it is good. The moon is currently in Taurus. Aquarius, let me see if there's anything I want to tell you before we get started. We won't go too much into, let's just get into it. All right, we have the Three of Cups. All right, Three of Cups, celebrations with friends and close ones. So even though that's looking a little sketchy, but this is the Deviant Moon Tarot, and I'm using this because it seems appropriate. It's almost, well, this is the month for Halloween. And the weather even seems appropriate. Okay, we got the King of Cups reversed. All right, the King of Cups reversed. And the last card is the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. In the upright position. Okay, I told you I was excited to do this reading. Told you. So we have got one major arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune. We have got one court card, and the court cards are generally people that surround you, people that show up in your life, people that you're dealing with. It can also be stages of development for you or another person. There's something else I'm going to say, but we'll get back to it. So let's go ahead and get started. We got Three of Cups, and like I said, this is celebrations and communications with friends and family. This could even be about, you work with some people and you guys are going to get out and have a good time. You're going to go on some kind of, outside of the workplace event. What I do want to say, Aquarius, is if that is the case with you, avoid getting King of Cups. And by that, I mean avoid getting sloppy drunk. I'll tell you what I mean by that in a minute. Don't self-sabotage yourself, Aquarius, if you end up in a situation like this where you are amongst your peers and it's a professional, even if it's outside of a professional setting. I don't feel like I have to tell you this, Aquarius, but it's just coming up. If for any reason you're at an event and it is with people that you don't consider more than an associate, I would definitely stay aware of my consumption or how I handle myself. You just kind of got to be careful with people. Okay, but that's not what this is about, because this by no means is a bad reading. Anyway, so yeah, celebrations, you just got to be careful so you don't get devoured in all of the festivities. Don't let them eat you up. There's going to be a lot of conversation flowing around. People are going to be saying a lot of things, especially if they are under the influence. So, just be watchful. Okay, so the next card is the King of Cups reversed, and this is generally a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Somebody very watery. Now, when I see the King of Cups, especially when I see it matched with the Three of Cups, there's some drinking going on. There's some You know, let's escape the real world and have some fun. Let's get loose. And the reason I say that is because the King of Cups reversed can oftentimes, I shouldn't say oftentimes, can sometimes point out that there is a problem with alcohol. You know, this person could be a stone cold alcoholic. And so, you know, it kind of goes back to what I was saying at first. If for those of you who like to drink, you know, or even indulge in recreational drug use, you want to be careful not to be this person. The reason being is because there's something in it for you. Trust me, there's something in it for you. The other thing is, if you encounter this person in the month of October, this could be somebody that you are dealing with who, you know, really likes to hang out with alcohol. What I would say is, don't encourage it if you can avoid it. Help them celebrate sober. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, yeah. So now the other thing is, he could be a person who is emotionally manipulative. Unfortunately, he's a person who likes to isolate, and this may be somebody who, when they are under the influence, they become very withdrawn. They get into certain moods, may become depressive. Too much celebration could lead to this. So moderation, moderation, moderation. And I said that just yesterday. Moderation keeps coming up. Oh, well, one thing I probably should mention too is that speaking of Pisces, and why I feel like Pisces is a big deal right now, is because Chiron has retrograded. Chiron is the wounded healer, and it is retrograded back into Pisces at that 29th degree. The 29th degree Pisces being the ultimate completion degree in my eyes. So, you know, if you were having issues with all things Pisces, you know, especially as it pertains to escapism and not knowing where you stop and another begins, those blurred lines, you know, the ones that we may need to step away from, Chiron is coming back to say, hey, you know, how you handling this before I move on back into Aries and going about my business. Chiron is coming back like, you know, what's up? Do you have this under control? Or are you still out here staggering around and, you know, not paying attention to what's going on because you're celebrating too much? In other words. All right. Okay, moving on. To trump all of those things, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I can't talk to save my life today. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to move on from this, from whatever happens in the month of October, whether it's just you moving on from hangovers because you had too many celebrations, whether you are moving on from being under the wrath of the King of Cups who has emotionally manipulated you. You know, I'm looking at gossip too. Somebody who, you know, when things are laid back and loose and you just kind of hanging out and you conversate with this person, and I feel like this is somebody who uses your information to manipulate you and other people. So you're going to move on from that. The Wheel of Fortune says, you know, we're moving on from all of this. We're going to heal. This is good fortune. You know, Aquarius, that may have sounded a little more somber than it really is. I said that in the beginning. This is not a bad reading. The worst thing that I really see is, you know, it's petty. It's petty. The things that could happen. The strongest thing that I'm feeling is that you compose yourself, or, you know, keep your composure if you're dealing with professionals, your peers, somebody who has something to offer you. That is what is sticking out to me, Aquarius. Don't let it affect your paper. Don't let the celebrations affect your paper, because I do feel like for some of you that there's something coming down the pipeline for you that is going to allow you to move on into something that is lucrative. And it's just going to be all about you handling yourself in the right manner. So that's the way I see it, Aquarius. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, my email is in the description box below. Or if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, if you don't, you know, might be a good idea too. You can hit me up there too, and just, you know, let me know what you're looking for, or you can just let me know you need a reading, and we can talk about it privately. I am a little backed up on readings right now, so if we do book, they'll take a little bit longer to get to you than they usually do, and it's just because I'm a little bit backed up. But of course, I will be working my hardest to get them out to you. Thank you, Aquarius. If you're new here, thanks for showing up. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. Hope to talk to you again next month.